Nolan Wells' body has been found on the shores of Mississippi. He went missing a day before they found his body on July 4th. It is really, really unfortunate how people are talking about Nolan Wells right now. It is racist. If I went missing and I was murdered, people would not be talking about my actions. Was he drinking? Did he start an argument? Hey, guess what? This is America. You should be able to start an argument and not die. That should be your right, no matter the color of your skin. And that's this country is 250 years old. We have to fight for a better place for everyone here. And the conversations that are happening right now are already blaming Nolan. Now, we don't know all the facts about this case, so I am not making any factual claims. I'm just going to show you this picture of what is a screenshot of him talking to his friends. And then an hour later, he's gone. And it's already people talking about what he was doing. Where if it was me that was washed up on shore, people would be like, wait, we have a murderer in our mix. What the fuck? Why would someone do that to Jake? That's the conversations that would be happening. And I pray, I am genuinely praying for our country that we can live in a place where everyone is treated the same way that I would be treated. Because how is it that a young man goes missing and his dead body is washed up and we're talking about his actions? It is disgusting and it is horrible. But I see people working, and we can put in the work, and we can make. Just 2 days ago, we were celebrating America's 250th birthday, and we're still struggling with this. But if we work together, if we see each other through our differences, and we celebrate those differences, we can fight for a better place for ourselves. But we can't stop talking about Nolan, okay? We gotta spread the word.
Nolan's friends apparently don't remember anything. But they made it back to land, though. We all know what really happened. We know why Nolan is nowhere to be found. If you're a black parent and your kids are in these schools surrounded by a majority of white people, proximity matters, and they're going to tend to be friends and date white people. You have to have your kids not be tone deaf and have discernment in certain situations. This will save their lives, literally.
All of us making posts on, y'all go live and say what happened. Put them boys on camera. Let us look at them. Let us be the judge of character on this one. Sidebar. I done already goddamn judged them. Y'all guilty. I don't give a damn. My baby leave the house and he don't come back and it was all white friends. Guilty. Undertaker commit the bodies. I digress. Nolan Wells has went missing. Body found. Parents want to know what's going on in Mississippi. If you ain't know what was going on, you know now. He went missing 4th of July weekend. He was with his friends. And he was the only birthday candle. I'm just here to bring you the news. I'm just the messenger.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christine and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are going to be talking about a case that has shaken many people. The disappearance and death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. This story has touched many people, not only because a young man lost his life, but also because it has reignited conversations about trust, friendship, and race. Nolan Wells traveled with a group of white friends to an island on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It was supposed to be a day of spending time together and enjoy the water. At some time during the outing, Nolan Wells became separated from the group and was reported missing. When he could not be found, a large search for him began. Sadly, after days of searching, his body was found. He was already dead. Investigators are still working to determine exactly what happened, and officials have not announced a final conclusion about the cause or manner of his death. A conversation about trust has emerged. White Americans posted videos saying that black people should be careful about who they trust, saying white people are not safe. Trust should never be based on appearance or assumptions, but should be earned over time through consistent actions. Black people have always discovered racist attitude in most white people they once discovered as friends. One person's experience is real and deserves to be heard. And trust should never be given simply because someone looks friendly, nor be withheld simply because someone's race. Trust is earned through honesty, respect, and loyalty. With that being said, let's dive into today's story, then I'll be back with more commentaries.
Your black ass should never be around all white people, and you're the only one. You're the only one. I don't know when y'all deviated from the plan and thought shit was cool and it was safe out here. You should not ever be the only one. Okay? Yes, have white friends. Whatever. Do you. But to be the only one, it has been seen time and time again that it's not safe for us. It's not safe for us to go that route. That's why everywhere we go as black people, if you down with the culture, everywhere we go, it's a bunch of white people, we do that little head nod when we see each other. It's like, even overseas, I have been overseas, I've been in Paris, and everywhere we go, we head nod. Like Italy, you see another black person, hey, what's up? It's like the international, hey, what's up? Everywhere you go, you spot, if you're a minority in the group, you don't see, and you know when you feel that difference, that off, when that black person look like, the fuck you looking at, like, they giving you the side eye, like, be like, oh, damn, I don't have community here. But we know, it's like a thing when it's just a sea of white, and you see it's community. You see one black person, other black person. It's like, okay. Even if you never met that black person, it's just like it's just a calming, a sense of, okay, I have brethren, I have sisters here. Like, I got somebody. I don't know why that young boy was the only Mississippi at that. But time and time again, stories happen when we're the only. A black person has never fucking hung themselves from a tree, but all of a sudden, well, this boy wasn't unalive in that manner. But yeah, let's go back to our roots. Let's not do that. Let's have the talks. Let's have our eye out. Let's be on alert. Yeah.
Got to teach your kids, especially your kids that are hanging out with rich white kids. That is not good. You gotta stop letting them hang out with rich white kids. This Nolan Wells situation never should have happened. The parents of Nolan Wells should have known better than to let him hang out with these kids. I have an older son. I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but I'm just saying it happens all the time. My older son is half black. He looked more black than he did half. But he got into a similar situation. He was fighting with a bunch of rich kids in North Atlanta, the North Atlanta suburbs, the richest neighborhood in Cherokee County, Georgia. And he was fighting with a bunch of boys over a girl. And lucky for him, he didn't wind up dead. He just wound up locked up for a while. But it could have wound up with him being killed. And, we as parents, we have to do a better job in informing our children about who they should and shouldn't hang out with, because matters. The color of your skin matters, especially when you're hanging out with a bunch of rich kids that have, doctors and lawyers and judges as parents. You know that your kid is going to either wind up locked up or dead. So my heart goes out to Nolan Wells' family. I really hate that it happened to him. But you gotta protect your children, because white people will kill your children at the drop of a hat. That's just the way it is, especially these entitled little rich white kids. God loves you.
Welcome back. As we come to the end of today's discussion, I'd like to leave you with a few thoughts, not because of Nolan Wells, but about what this moment is teaching people. One thing this case has shown is that race is still a very sensitive topic. This case reminds black people why they should be always cautious in situations involving white people. Black people are on their own. White people are not their friends. They should not be trusted. Always pay a close attention to the people you surround yourself with. Good friends care about your safety. They respect your boundaries. They don't encourage reckless behavior. They don't treat you differently because of your race. And they don't abandon you when things go wrong. Friendship is about loyalty, honesty, and respect, not appearances. Choosing your friends wisely and carefully is a lesson to be learned. Don't choose friends because everyone likes them. Don't choose friends because they are popular. Choose friends because they consistently show kindness, honesty, responsibility, and respect. Those qualities matter far more than fitting in. Our thoughts remain with Nolan Wells' family. They deserve a clear answer, a thorough investigation, and the truth about what happened to their son. No family should have to endure uncertainty while grieving the loss of their loved one. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Share and like the video. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.